S10 steering wheel. Come here. So the wipers and the high beam thing don't work, and the wiper don't work. Okay, so we took one apart.
So we're gonna
salvage this out of it to make sure that it does work. So that works. I'm gonna show you how to take this off. Take this off.
That wire.
All right.
You push in
this has a little tiny thing in there. It goes in the hole. You push in and pull out. Spring loaded. Then you crack the nut loose. Right?
You should be able to get it.
Take that off. If you brace yourself against here and put enough pressure on the bottom of the wheel,
just
right?
A little bit of pressure,
and then the wheel pops.
Make sure you back the nut off to the top of the stud.
So now you got the wheel off. Okay.
Screw up the threads.
This.
I got the tool down there. So.
Okay. You need a tool. You're not taking this off without the tool. You could. I seen guys dig. Yeah, I know you could get them off. Okay, but this threads onto here. Okay. You could get this tool at Napa. You could buy it at AutoZone. I believe they have it advanced. So that threads onto there. This pushes on here, 1/2 inch, 13 millimeter, and it exposes that locking ring. See that locking ring? Okay.
I can get that stuff.
All right, go get a screwdriver and a pick. Okay. That's 3 screws that hold that in. Now this is loose. Okay, you took the thing out of the side, you unplug this, because this is all going to be, okay, this one and this one. This is for the wipers. This is all for your ignition stuff. It's going to slide. It's going to slide. You have to keep them straight just like that, and they're going to slide up and through. So what you do is, right, like that, and feed the wire through. Okay, and it's really tight. So as you see this wire, it's flat. See how the wire is flat? Mm-hmm. Okay, it all has to come through. So now the next step is, this is what's actually broken in here. Come here, look at it. Let me see if you could put light on in there, but see if you got a light in there. No? All right, anyway, it's dark, but when we take it apart, I'll show you. That rod for your high beam is supposed to come through this hole. And you see it's not, okay? So either it fell off and it went down below, or this thing is broken, which this we're going to change anyway because the switch don't work, the wipers. So now we got to take the rest of this off. There's 3 screws in here. Okay, this is for your ignition lock and your horn. That just slides in there. Now your key can come out. Okay, if you put this all the way in, but we're not going to take that out. We don't need that out. We're going to take 1, 2, 3 out, and we'll start loosening the knuckle. This, okay, is a tilt wheel. So this wants to move all over the place. Put it in the middle where it's kind of straight, like that. Right about there. Take this arm off, it unscrews. And now we'll be able to take those 3 screws out. Those are Torx heads. So we need a Torx head for that. 1, 2, 3. And then that'll come off. This is just the main spring behind there. Go give me a Torx head, please. So at this point, right, we're going to take those 3 Torx heads out. If you want to take, let's say you needed to change your ignition tumbler, you'd be doing this. You won't have to, you take this far out, and then there's one screw, right? It's a locking pin right there. Pull that out. That pin holds your lock in. See where it goes? Just like that. Put it in, and it would go right back into that spot. Okay? But that's what locks your pin in. You can't pull this out. Take this off, and that comes out. Okay? Locking pin. All right. Now we're going to take this out. Some of these, now this is a, like I said, this is a tilt wheel. So we're taking the first, this takes the knuckle off. If this was a straight column, there's 4 bolts that hold this on. One, 2, and 3. All right, this is what I'm gonna have to take off for you. This is gonna come off, got it? Like that. This comes off, and this is the part that's broken. I think this is what's shot. So now, the wires that go in there, you gotta take these 4 bolts and drop the column, because these wires has to slide through that little sleeve, but this is in the way. Once you get that in the way, this will come right out. Okay? And then we're gonna figure out how to get that piece off.
Now to get this out, there's
right.
a
Now, if you notice, right, this is the high beam. Look what happened to it.
Yeah.
See what happened to it? It bent. It's destroyed, basically. It's bent to crap. Okay? That needs to go to that. Normally that would go probably through there is basically where it really needed to go. Yeah, so now we got to figure out what the heck to do with all this, because that's what happened. So your high beam is supposed to basically go through there.
But that ain't happening.
That ain't happening. That should have came through here and then sit like right here, so that when you push this, right, you're doing this, it pushes. See that little slot right there?
Yep. Yeah.
That's what that's supposed to be doing. That thing is way out of way. I don't even know how they got that in there. All right.